Suddenly in front of me, a like cute and innocent Alex from school days is now mature and indifferent. Zoe gathers her courage to approach Alex, but Alex doesn't even notice her. The two just brush past each other, but years of longing make her look back, only to see a blonde girl running into Alex's arms. Met again after 4 years, Alex now has a new girlfriend. Zoe's heart is completely shattered 4 years ago. To the school where Zoe was studying, every girl who met him was taken by him. Only Zoe was different. Zoe's parents died young. She's lived with her aunt since childhood. She's the poorest student in this elite school. Every day, she nibbles on old rice balls. When asked, she claimed to be dieting. Just a poor and proud girl like that. She managed to catch the attention of wealthy heir Alex. He gazes directly at Zoe with a subtle, knowing smile on his lips. Zoe thought, this guy is quite handsome. Too bad he's a bit off. Alex has seen her before. At the bus stop yesterday, Alex fell for her at first sight. At that moment, a heart-shaped cloud floated over the school. A dating app called Love Bell quickly became popular. Just download Love Bell and open it. Those who like each other will signal love. If many people secretly like you, the displayed hearts will multiply. That day, the school beauty waited for rich Alex. Seeing him walk towards her, she quickly opened her Love Bell. When Alex showed up, all the girls around began to swoon. Even the proud Mai was no exception. When Alex stepped into her range, Mai's Love Bell rang immediately. Oh my, it's really Alex! While others envied Mai immensely, Alex just walked past her, not even a glance, until he left. Mai saw someone who truly liked her. She inconceivably looked at the watermelon-headed Dijui, such an unremarkable, thin, short boy. How could he be worthy of someone so adored? The taunts from classmates made Mai feel ashamed, so she hurried into the restroom. But Dijui seemed to have stayed outside because her love bell kept ringing. Then Taecho messaged Mai, meet her after class. He has a gift for her, but Mai can't stand Taecho. Only after she's gone did she finally come out of the restroom. What Mai doesn't know is the bell's creator is actually Taejui, and it was developed specifically as a gift for her. During break, Taejui was chatting with his buddy Henry. The two turned to look. They found a guy delivering snacks to Zoe. Taejui noticed Henry's focused, infatuated gaze. After school, Taejui had the driver tell Zoe she was the girl Henry liked. Henry stubbornly denied it, but Taejui already knew. They followed Zoe to her place. Henry confessed everything. Actually, Zoe has a boyfriend. It's the guy they saw during break. That's why he kept his feelings hidden. But Taejui, who just returned from abroad, was broad-minded. Even if she had a boyfriend, it doesn't mean she likes that guy. That night, Zoe was tending to her aunt's shop. She got a text from her boyfriend. He asked Zoe to game tomorrow. Zoe has a part-time job and tutoring class tomorrow. He wants Zoe to skip class for him. 15:44. Alex intended to go straight home, but he suddenly turned and sat down. It turns out Zoe's boyfriend is looking for her. It's so noisy, tell your boyfriend to be quiet. Then Alex took her to a hidden alley. Do we need a kiss? Are you crazy? Zoe said she'd be working. People from rich families like Alex, they don't grasp the working class tough life. Alex felt sad right away. Though his family is rich, he despises his own family. That's why she works to earn money. For a moment, both were silent. Just then, Alex again proposed a kiss. Began to caress Zoe's face. Zoe pushed him away. She said if her boyfriend knew, he'd definitely beat him up. But Alex didn't care at all. After saying that, he kissed Zoe. He frowned and said, Zoe's 3-hour delay. Zoe quickly apologized. She'll catch up this weekend. The demanding aunt pulled out Zoe's mother's debt records. She angrily accused Zoe. Henry was the son of their housekeeper. He was also his childhood friend, but at this moment, he was unsure how to face Henry, because today he just kissed the girl Henry likes. Eventually, Alex confessed. The next day at school, Zoe always dodged Alex. When the class bell rang, she hurried to the music classroom, but she was caught by Alex in the stairway. Alex wanted her phone number. Instead, Zoe shyly ran away. Alex felt pleased as he just touched Zoe's hand and secretly rejoiced. After school, Zoe's boyfriend suddenly rushed into Alex's classroom. Alex focused and glanced. Then, in anger, he threw a hard punch at him. Upon hearing the news, Henry rushed to the classroom. Meanwhile, Sean silently endured Ethan's blows because he was already prepared to pay the price. Henry got here just in time, but Sean told him not to get involved. Watching his good brother take a beating without fighting back, Henry ultimately couldn't hold back. In the end, they both got beaten. Sean took this opportunity to ask Henry if he liked Zoe too, but clueless Henry stubbornly claimed he didn't like her. Meanwhile, Zoe also saw the video of her boyfriend beating Sean. She pulled out her phone with the love bell on. To Ethan's surprise, he had not actually rung Zoe's love bell. He thought he liked Zoe unilaterally. It turns out what he thought was love was just familiarity between good friends. The next day at school, classmates began to talk about Zoe's behavior. Cousin Jed angrily threw Zoe's phone. Deserve someone as popular as Sean, muddy and disheveled, Zoe had no The two soon got into a scuffle. In the end, the teacher broke them up just in time. Once back in class, classmates also began to gossip about Zoe. Even her best friend ignores her. Zoe feels extremely wrong. Just then, Alex appears in time. He takes her hand in front of everyone and leaves. Alex is very let down suddenly. Zoe checks her phone. She finds her love notification hasn't rung. This means Alex doesn't like her. That kiss was just a joke to him. He says he forgot to turn on the love alert. He takes Zoe to an empty gym. He wants to use an app to show his sincere. Little does he know, his childhood friend Henry is nearby. Henry has long had a crush on Zoe. He wants to know who Zoe really likes. It's obvious Zoe likes Alex. Henry, though in pain, generously wishes Alex well. Narcissistic Jomai thinks Alex likes her. Give me Zoe's phone number. Furious Jomai wants to curse. Alex corners Zoe. Zoe thinks he wants to kiss again. After Zoe breaks up with her boyfriend, her best friend is overjoyed. She's had a crush on Ethan. Now she finally has a chance, but Ethan looks at her with disdain. If she hadn't posted that picture online, Zoe wouldn't have broken up with him. One night, while Zoe was working part-time, she met Declan, bruised and worn. Declan misses Zoe intensely. He came here just to see her. The coolest assistant nearby, he even asked the waiter for Zoe's water, but Declan suddenly got mad. The assistant felt baffled. Out of respect, he got the water himself. When Zoe finished her shift, she found out Declan had been waiting. He followed Zoe like a clingy puppy. He wanted to confess to Zoe in person to announce his true feelings, but Zoe remained indifferent. But she wouldn't ring the love bell. Declan looked upset and felt wrong. Just ring it. Don't leave me here. Who can resist a cute guy's charm? In the end, Zoe relented. Declan was as happy as a fool. It's great when your crush likes you back. It's such a happy thing. Alex completely lets herself go. After school, the whole hands too, seeing Zoe starstruck. The two walk and talk. They inadvertently mention Alex's friend Henry. Alex suddenly kisses Zoe. She cuddles and kisses Zoe affectionately, immersed in endless happiness. The next morning, Alex can't wait to rush to school just to see Zoe early. Henry, biking to school, spots Zoe ahead. So he hits the brake suddenly and ends up falling with his bike. His injured hand activates the love bell. Feeling a deep sense of loss, Zoe walks in the school hallway. She realizes her love bell is ringing. She happily looks around, confident that Alex is nearby. She pushes open the nurse's office door, only to find Henry is the one who rang her bell. Meanwhile, Alex is also rushing over. Henry quickly pulls Zoe into the room and hides her behind the curtain. Just like that, resolved the awkwardness. Zoe's heart was racing. She didn't know how to face Henry going forward. At that moment, Zoe got it. Henry had been quietly protecting her all along to not jeopardize her friendship with Alex. In the end, Henry chose to delete the love app. She buried her feelings for Zoe deep inside. The next day at school, the teacher surprisingly gave Zoe a meal card. This stunned and thrilled her. She could finally eat in the cafeteria during lunch. Her cousin Kumi showed a disdainful expression. Zoe saw her friends laughing nearby, but she chose to ignore herself. Zoe had to quietly find a place to sit. She remembered to greet Deidre. Just then, Alex sat next to Zoe. Everyone's gaze was instantly drawn to them. Alex took great care of Zoe, but the more he cared for her, the more Zoe felt burdened. When she got home that evening, Zoe unexpectedly learned from her cousin that Alex had actually paid for her lunch. Zoe instantly felt crushed. The love she wanted was equal. The next day, it spread around school that Alex paid for Zoe's lunch. Classmates behind her mocked Zoe as a freeloader. Alex found it intolerable to belittle his dear girl. He got mad instantly. What's wrong with Zoe? It's Jomai. He found Jomai, the rumor starter. Jomai claimed she was doing it for Alex's sake, to make him see the gap between Zoe and herself. Jomai only put down Zoe. She even took the chance to confess to Alex. Alex was very disgusted. He knew Jomai was after his family background. You like my wealthy identity. Disgraced, Jomai left unwillingly. Just then, Zoe arrived. Alex decided to apologize. He said he shouldn't have paid her meals in secret. He didn't do anything wrong. I would do the same. Zoe understood that Alex just wanted to protect her from harm. You're so kind. After this incident, their relationship grew even stronger. Zoe discovered Jomai wanted revenge on Alex. In anger, Jomai resorted to violence. But Auntie caught her red-handed. How dare you hit your cousin? Auntie told Zoe to get out. Homeless Zoe broke down in tears. Looking up, she saw Alex. Alex's presence instantly lifted Zoe's gloom. They took a break in Jeju together. The two were like conjoined twins, inseparable. They couldn't part for a second. At night, Zoe wanted to rest in her room. After dinner, she saw her classmates. She quietly went to a side room, but soon choking smoke woke her. A candle lit the blanket by mistake. Everyone panicked and ran away. Seeing this Zoe, she recalled suddenly when she was 9. Her parents had her commit suicide. The young Zoe had escaped after being awakened by smoke. That horrific memory drove Zoe to madness. She banged frantically on the window. She only calmed down after breathing fresh air. Arriving teachers and classmates were shocked by the scene. Zoe quickly fled the suffocating place. Scared, she dove into Alex's arms for comfort. Alex took Zoe to the beach on his scooter to catch a breath. They remained there till morning. They watched the sunrise together. Then Alex rode back with Zoe on his bike. The azure sea and clear blue sky lifted Zoe's spirits. Playful Alex suddenly sped up. Zoe had to hold on tightly to him. Zoe leaned against her beloved's back. In this moment, she felt incredibly happy. An accident suddenly occurred. Zoe struggled to look at Alex. She found him unconscious and hurt. At the moment Zoe reached out, foggy-minded. Memories of happy times with Alex flooded her mind. Her dull days were filled with color. Fortunately, Zoe was not badly hurt, just some minor scratches, but Alex was not so lucky. His parents took him home from the hospital. Zoe could no longer reach him. He was even absent from school continuously. Everyone lurked gossiping that Zoe was a disaster. Anyone near her faces trouble. The next moment, he saw Zoe standing outside the classroom door and gave her Alex's home address. So Zoe waited every night foolishly at Alex's doorstep and went to the rooftop where they often met, but Alex never replied to her messages. He didn't want Zoe to suffer like he did. Once activated, it won't ring for those you like again. He planned to sneak Zoe to see him. Unexpectedly, Alex's parents returned suddenly. Henry hurriedly pulled Zoe aside to hide, but they accidentally heard Alex stab. Alex is so useless that we should send him abroad. These words struck Zoe, who felt inferior and weak. She didn't want to damn Alex, who shone like a star. She feared making him lose that light. The more she liked Alex, the more she feared losing him. Alex, I like you. This was Zoe's first time and her last confession to Alex. From then on, Zoe decisively broke up with Alex and downloaded a shield to hide her true feelings. Zoe's sudden cold attitude, it was tough for Alex to take. He absurdly started yelling in the cafeteria. Everyone backed away 10 meters. Hey, Alex. Alex and Zoe opened the love bell again. Is it just raining for one? Was Alex dumped? Alex is heartbroken. He humbly pleads Zoe to love him again. Henry couldn't watch any longer. But Alex won't give in. He tries everything to win Zoe back. He waits at the corner for Zoe daily. He waited from summer to winter, but Zoe remains indifferent. Alex is utterly disheartened. In a fit of rage, he flies away. He leaves the place that hurt him. Years later, one day, Zoe makes a chance find her ex who she thought of for 4 years. He appears right in front of her. Unlike the sweet and shy Alex from school, he is now mature and distant. Zoe gathers her courage to approach Alex, but Alex doesn't notice her at all. They pass each other by, but years of longing make her turn back. She sees a blonde girl jumping into Alex's arms. 4 years later, they meet again. Alex has a new girlfriend. Alex patiently shows Lily around his shop. He lovingly pats her head, yet he's never rung the bell of love for her. Although Lily feels very upset, she never let it show. As long as Alex wanted to be with her, she was content with that. Lily craved fish cakes from a streetcar she happily ran over, but she noticed she forgot her change. Give me 2,000. Alex always watched Lily quietly from the spot. She took out her phone and found her romance ringtone going off. The freshly made fish cakes were hot. Alex gently helped cool them down. Alex suggested uninstalling the romance ringtone, but Lily was unwilling. Not ringing doesn't mean you don't love me. Your feelings are 99, just a tiny bit short. Just 0, 1 away. I would do better. But in reality, Alex never forgot Joyce. Stopped at a red light in her car. Alex just spotted a couple in love. Her thoughts drifted back to 4 years ago, the sweet memories with Joyce. Meanwhile, Lily noticed her boyfriend's thoughts, but chose to remain silent. Joyce secretly paid attention too. She looked up Lily's information and knew she was the girl who matched Alex. Unknown to her, someone watched quietly. Zoe spotted Henry in the library. Afraid of the awkwardness, she quickly hid. However, she ran right into him as she laughed. Huh? I said I was waiting. Zoe watched Henry leave in confusion. Since then, she often felt Henry's intense affection. He would save her a seat in the library. He'd also buy her warm coffee. Henry openly confessed his feelings to Zoe. Afterward, he left like a happy fool because he could finally be bold and pursue the girl he liked. Alex noticed his best buddy had someone. Curious, he asked who it was, but seeing Henry's expression, no way! It can't be true, right? Soon, Zoe was finally willing to accept Henry. They happily went on dates together. Back home, Zoe was surprised to find Alex waiting. Alex rang the love bell again. 4 years on, it could still ring Zoe's love bell. Alex still had feelings for Zoe. He believed Zoe hadn't forgotten him, but Zoe declined his feelings again. He couldn't understand why Zoe could try liking Henry, but she couldn't love herself again. Zoe could only keep apologizing. The next day, Eric and Kevin fought hard. He couldn't tolerate his best friend treating him this way. Suddenly, Eric's love bell rang. At dinner, his mom liked Lily a lot, but Eric's attitude was very cold. Lily felt very down. She accidentally found Eric's high school diploma. She also saw the girl named Kim Zoe. Suddenly, she realized this was Eric's long-standing secret. That day, Eric and Lily were the model couple. They joined the Love Bell event. To Eric's surprise, Zoe showed up too. After 4 years, he still ran Zoe's Love Bell. Lily looked at Eric. Her eyes were full of disappointment. At that moment, Kevin rushed in. He also rang Zoe's Love Bell. Facing both of their feelings, Zoe was completely caught in a dilemma. Talking with the Love Bell developer, Zoe said that 4 years ago she used the shield to hide her love for Eric. The shield can't be cracked now. She wants to reveal her true heart. The Yea was no longer around. Zoe felt very frustrated. Suddenly, someone yanked him away. Eric was ready to blow up. 4 years ago, he couldn't ring Zoe's Love Bell. He didn't expect Zoe had used the shield. What is the shield? A shield made them miss out for 4 years. The shield's secret shows Zoe can't face Alex. Alex frantically questions the Love Games developer. Why is there a shield? Do you know how badly the shield hurt me? 4 years of my life were ruined like this. Lovesick Alex decides to win back Zoe. He heads to class for Zoe. He even publicly raised her love bell. A top tycoon surprisingly loves an ordinary woman. The students were all shocked. They snapped photos fast. This deeply unsettled self-doubting Zoe. She skipped class. Meanwhile, Henry also sees the video. He angrily punches Alex. You selfish guy. All you see is yourself. Who's the selfish one? Do you know how much Zoe's suffering? Zoe fears the gazes of others. Think before you act. Don't think you know it all. An ex-love for 4 years has surprisingly fallen for his childhood best friend. Alex is losing it. Last night, Alex heard Henry's words. He gets it now. He found Zoe. But Zoe said their breakup wasn't because of the love bell. Alex had become so humble for her. She had already fallen for Henry. Alex was heartbroken and his eyes were red. Meanwhile, Lily saw the video of Alex going to find Zoe. Broke down in tears. He chose to leave everything behind to fulfill Alex and Zoe's love. As soon as Alex got out of the car, he rang Zoe's love bell. This really upset Lily. Then Henry came to find Zoe. Suddenly, the love bell rang. Zoe truly likes Henry. Alex is heartbroken now. He cried out loud. At that moment, Henry suddenly revealed a shocking secret to Alex. Zoe can ring Henry's love bell. It's because the creator gave her a lance. The lance decides whose love bell to ring. Henry felt utterly foolish. He thought Zoe had fallen for him. Little did he know, Zoe was just using him. He would no longer ignore Zoe's feelings. He wants to grasp her doubts and keep her pride. The two walked down the familiar campus paths. They recalled the joyful and happy days of high school dating. But why have they lost the bravery and fearlessness of youth? Insecure Zoe chose to be brave for Alex. She took Alex's hand first. They shared a long kiss.